How's it going, Tacoma? All right. I'm here to bring the vibes way down. No, I'm happy to be here. It's always been my dream to perform at Tacoma Comedy Club, the sequel. That's not completely true. It's actually third on my list of dream venues. Second is a Best Western Continental Breakfast. And first is over the intercom of a nosediving commercial flight. This is your captain speaking. Let's turn our last 5 minutes into a tight five. So I'll know I've made it. I think people should be more afraid of me. Thank you. People always underestimate me just because I'm small and frail and sickly. And I don't think that's very smart. Because sure, I couldn't beat you up or whatever, but you know what I could do? Get into your home through the doggy door. And live in your cupboards for a year. Without you ever finding out. I'm non-confrontational like that. I just got my driver's license. Please don't clap. Thank you. 26 years old. But I did it. I finally got it, and I'm on the road. And people kept getting mad at me because I was driving slow, because I was scared. And so I got one of those student driver, thinking that would help, but I think it just made people angrier. So I had to double down and also get a baby on board. But then I think people thought I was a teen mom. And that also made them angry. So I did need a third bumper sticker to clarify the baby is driving the car. It's not that funny. Okay. Hard pivot. I used to be a Mormon. That is the appropriate response. Thank you. I used to be a Mormon, if you couldn't already tell from the way that I carry myself. And growing up in that church, kind of messed me up, you know? Because for the rest of my life, I can only ever be a Mormon or an ex-Mormon. I don't get to be like a well-adjusted adult. And it was scary to leave a community like that because it's really tight-knit. And whenever you'd meet another Mormon out in the wild, there was kind of like this instant connection, you know? But lucky for me, I found that meeting another ex-Mormon kind of has the same spark of like, oh my God, you also cry when you masturbate. That's so cool. We should get coffee sometime. I was raised with a lot of weird ideas, There was a lot of pressure on me to embody sacred womanhood. I still don't know what that is. All I know is that whenever I wore short shorts, my mom would call me a slut. And when I wore basketball shorts, she'd call me a dyke. So I think sacred womanhood's like mid-thigh, maybe. I don't really know. Another weird idea. They really don't want you to touch yourself. We talked about that a little bit. They can be really intense about it, though. I had a guy tell me he was advised to keep a picture of Jesus in the shower with him to ward off carnal temptation, you know. I tried that for myself. Did not work. Turns out Jesus is my type. I don't. That is kind of a chicken or the egg situation, though, isn't it? Like, which came first, the religious trauma or my thing for Jewish men? I don't know. I am dating a Jewish man. We are an interracial white couple. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's okay, though. All of this religious trauma didn't give me any weird ideas about my gender identity or my sexuality. It did make me kinky, though. Although Thank you. Although sometimes I wonder if I'm actually kinky or if I just need to struggle a little bit to make sure it's not a sin, you know? I keep telling that joke, even though it makes people so uncomfortable. But it's really close to my heart because one time I told it at a show, and afterwards 3 people surrounded me, and they said, "We are all sex therapists. Here are all of our cards." So I have 3 sex therapists now. It takes a village, you know. No, it's not true. I don't even have a regular therapist. I need one. I want one. I'm a very anxious person. People don't always believe me because of my apathetic demeanor and dulcet suicide hotline voice. But inside, I'm more like a tangled up pile of spaghetti noodles, you know? All carbs, no substance. Completely unfit to raise a child. Get that from my parents. And I've been on the wait list for a therapist for a long time, and I'm getting kind of impatient. Thinking maybe I get on the wait list for a gun license at the same time. Just kind of let fate decide, you know. It's okay, that's just a joke. You don't need a license to buy a gun. Well, that's my time. Thank you.